gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side, yeah, we gon' ride.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the double. Look, squeeze. Three buck. Go.
On first down, it's Waters, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. To throw is Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10.
Check tight. Watch the safety creep. Check 50-61. Match box lights. Undercrunch. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Lead grip.
They'll try the left side. Waters. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Taken in at the 11. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo. I got one. Check three. General West.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Watch the run. 22 jet bomber. Check three. Hey, orbit. Go.
Here's second and 8. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, Woody going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Lions' 20-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Topper! Switch it, come on, switch it, get it!
Now it's Mixon running right. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh!
Set the tone, defense, let's go!
6-6, pull it high!
On third down, Woody. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Devon Kennard. With a big-time sack on third down, it's a loss of 7. And his kick is indeed good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, team 6. Like. Ready. 6. Mike, 56.
Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Pilot, 64, weak. Jam, let go. Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, defense, let's go. 58 to Mike, 58.
Here's Mike. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Hey, Alpha. Big dribble.
Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
He's coming. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, box drop.
Hey, watch it.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. On the ball.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
First down, Lions.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Not today.
Hey, Echo.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Double dog. That's the way. 56 to Mike.
Hey, lock it.
56 is the Mike. Got
Shoot.
Jackson.
Under 10.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Extra point attempt to come here.
John Brown on for the point after.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Bengals 17, Lions nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 17-0 our score after 1. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They toss to Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
2 yards leads to 3rd down and 14.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, let's go. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They will run with Grant. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Check, 42's the mic. You're trapped.
Now it's the backup Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Set. 180. Get your swarm on. They got tight left, tight left.
4 down, 4 down.
40 got. 40 got. 42.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run the counter. It's Waters. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
58, right?
Hey, wahoo! Hey, easy, easy! Easy, alert!
From the 50, Stafford. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll run on first down. Waters. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Got it.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone. At the 19-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
60 Pittsburgh. Snap.
To throw on third down. Woody, they'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Lions get their first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Check that. 250.
Check 45 to Mike. It's going to be a long...
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go. 10-2 stop.
Mike right here. We go Mike 40, Mike 40. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check 4, check 4.
Shoot.
Mixon with it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Hey!
Go get him. Go get him. Mike 45.
Again, it's Mixon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. It's Mixon on the counter. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Once again, they run with Mixon, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
On 3rd down, Mixon, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3-and-out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Hey. 56.
From the 40 now on second down. Stafford. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On third down, it's Waters, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down, Lions.
Set. Yellow lady.
42's the mark.
Yellow lady.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal.
Omaha, ready, blue.
Mike 42.
Bravo.
Check. Mike 42. Now watch run. 42's the Mike. 42's the Mike.
On first down, Stafford here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Stay 50.
Check.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a third and long situation. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
That brings up fourth down.
Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On the run, it's Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. On first down, Mixon. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
That's it, baby. That's it. Big hit.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9. At their
Ready?
38-yard
10
line.
Lobo.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Boston Scott, his first carry. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down at 8. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll run with Scott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll run again with Bernard. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
In your face.
Now Scott. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty.
Let's go. Hey, Mike.
Protein spill.
Here's Scott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. On the carry, this is Scott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
1st down, Detroit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch.
Now a give, right side. Waters. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Give me radar.
Stafford. Robinson's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Stafford. James has got it, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
56 to Mike, boys, 56.
Omaha, ready, move.
3 buzz.
Switch.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. This is caught by Robinson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Monday. Hey, high 7.
56.
Throwing is Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Smooth.
56, Mike.
On second and goal, Stafford, and he's got it. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Let's go now. 30 base.
I'm coming after you.
On second down now, it's Grant. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
18 Gator. 6-6, bullet high. Hey, Haywood!
40's the Mike. Pick it up. 40's the Mike. Here we go.
Back to throw. Woody finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep.
White.
Safety's creeping.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Waters, and I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Here we go.
Omaha, ready, move. Hey, exit.
Watch the run.
Here's Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page. quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a third and about 13. From the gun, here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game.